What's going on YouTube? Official Keith here, and this is my first video for 2017. And of course it had to be a battle. We have the Amazon Fire TV versus Roku. We'll go through the UI, we'll see which one's easier to operate, and my final thoughts. Without further ado, let's get this battle started. First, let's talk about the remotes, and we'll start with the Roku remote. Now, this is not your typical Roku remote, as this remote is built in with the Hisense TV. Hisense makes a TV where it comes bundled. The cool thing about this is that you have these go-to buttons. So if you have Netflix, you can go to Netflix, Amazon Video, Showtime, or even Sling TV, which is a plus. But the downside to this is that you can't reprogram these buttons now. Not that any four of these are going out of business anytime soon, but if one of these or all of them went out of business, you'd have useless buttons. But that's kind of a moot point because I don't think they're going out of business anytime soon. You can search from here, from this remote. You have to use the directional pad to type in what you're looking for. Also with the remote, it's going to have the IR blaster. So make sure you have it pointed towards the TV. But this is the Roku remote. This is the Amazon Fire Stick remote. A lot different than the Roku remote. For starters, there's no IR blaster, so you don't have to have this pointed towards the TV, which is good. Also, there's voice search. This has built-in Alexa voice. You'll use this ring here. It is a clickable ring to navigate through different menus. It's fairly simplistic, so there's really not that much. And when you compare it to the Hisense Roku remote, this Amazon Fire TV remote is just a little simpler than this one. Not to say that you can't work this one with these, but this one's just a little bit easier in my opinion. And with the added voice search on this round, the Amazon Fire Stick wins. Let's move on to the UI. Alright, we're going to start off with the Roku first. You look at the first 5 blocks here, first 5 spaces. This is something that's for the Hisense TV, so don't think about that if you're just getting a standalone Roku. But you can definitely see where you can get apps. Of course, Netflix, Google Play Video, Vudu, Amazon Prime, or Amazon Video, things of that nature. So you can download these apps. You can download them straight from the Roku, or you can go online to the website once you have an account set up, and you can download them there. If you go here, you have what's called My Feed. Just stuff, I haven't even set this up yet, but you can have feeds set up kind of like an RSS reader for TV with the latest in what's coming out, movies, TV, whatever the case may be. You have a dedicated news slot here. So you can definitely see what's going on, top stories, today's picks, things of that nature. Then, of course, the search. So the search, you can just go through and start typing in stuff. I don't know. We'll just, like, as soon as you type in a letter like P, let's say we want to watch Pete's Dragon, we could rent this directly from the Roku service, and it'll show you how much it costs to rent on different providers. So you can definitely do that there. Let's go back. Oh, there's also a back button too. I don't even know why I'm doing that. Then you see the streaming channels. So this is kind of like the channel store. Things that you don't have already, you can download the actual channel. And again, you can just kind of go through the list and see what you want. That was kind of surprising to see the PlayStation View channel there. Actually, it was kind of cool, but it's what it is. Let's go back. And then, of course, your settings. Now, of course, your network is, because you're hooked up to the internet, duh. But then you can go down, you can theme the actual backdrop. So right now I have it set on Roku, but if I want it on something different, so what I'll do is I'll go down to Nebula. Let's go with that one. Click OK on the remote. It'll take a few seconds, and then it will update the backdrop of the Roku UI interface. So, oh, and that actually looks kind of cool. I'm definitely keeping that. And we'll go back, and then screensaver. So the screensaver can be whatever is available. Digital clock is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and preview that real quick. That's what the clock looks like. And I believe it bounces around the TV or something. I don't know. It does something like that. Anywho, this is the Roku UI, which is fairly easy to operate. And again, the first 5 spaces that you see right now is not necessarily what you're going to see, especially if you buy just the Roku service or the standalone service. And if you see here, if I press, let's go to Amazon Video, which is kind of convenient. It just pulls right up to your Amazon account. So once it's loaded, then you'll see all of your videos that are available to you. And then you can just go and you can search through what you're wanting. And yes, I'm a Trekkie, so hush. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the Fire Stick. All right, here's the Amazon Fire Stick. Right off the bat, you notice a huge difference in the UI. You go down, or if you press down on the circle, you can go through the apps that are available. Again, the difference is pretty much a preference as far as what you like. And yes, I do have DirecTV now. That's going to be another video. But you can download your apps. Cool thing with this is that you can actually use that Alexa remote to search for what you want. Now, I'm going to search for something, but I'm going to mute the TV because, again, we don't want to get hit with that copyright. Let me go ahead and mute the TV real quick. That's muted. And I'm a huge smooth jazz fan, so I'm going to request something from some smooth jazz. Play music by Boney James. And Alexa she's responding right now. I guess I could have did that, but as you can see, it plays music from pretty much almost anybody that Amazon has on file or on tap or whatever you want to call it. When it comes to the apps, with this, it's just as intuitive as the Roku TV. Again, you don't have, and I'm sorry about this dark light, y'all, but you don't have that many buttons on the remote, and it's still easy to actually operate. Now, I'm going to unmute the TV because a lot of people have had questions as far as, well, what else can Alexa do with this? So, just to show you, Alexa, how cold is it outside?
Currently, in Round Rock, it's 40 degrees with intermittent clouds. You can expect more of the same today, with a high of 50 degrees and a low of 38 degrees.
And you don't have to say Alexa. That's just a habit. I gotta break that habit. So you can definitely find out the weather. Let's see if you can find out the traffic. How's the traffic today?
To hear your traffic information, go to your Alexa app and set up your commute.
So you can definitely set up the traffic there. Alexa, turn on the lights.
I couldn't find any smart devices on your network in Keith's account. To use smart home features, first, ask me to discover devices.
So you can see there that Alexa can also control your smart home devices. So I'm just saying, you can't just walk in a room and say Alexa, because you have to press this button and hold it down to talk to Alexa, but it can still do the same thing. I don't understand it. Like, I have a buddy who has the Amazon Fire Stick, but then he went and purchased the Amazon Dot, and it's nothing bad. But he purchased the Dot as well. But for me, that's a little overkill when you can just use your remote. Yeah, you have to turn on your TV, but it is what it is. I mean, I guess it's just a preference thing. But you can do almost everything you can with the original Echo or the Alexa Dot or Amazon Dot with this Roku or Fire Stick. So that's really cool. The one thing that I didn't like, or I wish they would have had from the jump, is the YouTube app. There's not a YouTube app officially on here. You can go to a YouTube space and it'll bring up a web page, but there's not necessarily a YouTube app. So in the end, when it comes to overall, my preference is the Amazon Fire Stick, just based off of that voice search. It would be nice if Roku had some deal maybe with Google to where you can use voice search with them, but both services, both remotes, they work fine. They're easier to learn and operate. But in my opinion, I have to give this one to the Amazon Fire Stick. Let me know your opinions down below in the comment area. Also, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this, and make sure you check that little box with the bell that's inside of it, just so you know when, the second I upload a video, you'll be notified. Other than that, thanks for watching my video. Thanks for the support. This is Official Keith, and we'll see you next time.